Yo guys, how you doing? It's Peabutnutterninja, and guys, we're looking at the newest god. It is Freya, and she is a Norse god. I don't really know too much about her, but she is queen of the Valkyries, and I do know Valkyries as I have played Diablo 2. Just kidding, guys. I don't know much about the Valkyries, but they are part of Norse mythology, and guys, they are so good. And I've been looking at her skills, guys, and I will pause it once it goes to the skill section. It's all going through lore right now, but her skills make her the first actual real hybrid. You could say Ymir is a hybrid, but he's more tank, attack damage, and magic damage, and so he's more of a tank role, so he isn't really that hybrid offensive build that I've seen. But this is the first hybrid offensive build that I've seen in game that is going to make her so powerful. And depending on how much percentage magical power, so she's going to be a melee magical, just like Ares, but she's going to be offensive. She's not going to be tank or support at all, even though her skills are going to be very supportive. They're ridiculous when we get into them. And look at her, she is a very pretty, look at all those tattoos on her body. That must have hurt, but she is a boss, and she has flying feathers, as you can see in her ultimate. And so guys, we're going to pause it right here. So bring Brizgamin's blessing. So a percentage of her magical power gets converted to physical power, and this is why I'm saying that she's the first hybrid god. She gets a physical attack power boost when she uses magical power, and guys, that is pretty strong. And I imagine if you stack a lot of magical power, this is going to really benefit you, and it's going to be really strong late game. And so it is so cool. I think this is one of the craziest skills. I'm gonna love playing with her, as I can already tell. She has no escapes from what I can tell, but this is her first skill right here, Irradiate. So Freya's basic magic attacks, basic melee attacks, excuse me, do additional magical damage plus a percentage of her magical power for a short time. So she's going to be able to do so much physical in your face. So I'm imagining her with a creeping curse starting off. It's going to do so much damage, guys. It's gonna be a world of hurt for whoever's fighting in her lane. So creeping curse, start her off with that. I don't know what the other item would be. I'm going to have to see what percentage her magical power is, if she's weak, if she's strong, and we're going to have to gauge it from that.
Attacks do additional magical damage.
And so you can see there that it's doing magical damage and basic attack damage there.
Pulse is also activated. This bonus damage is reduced.
And so guys, the second ability is Pulse here. So we will pause it in a second. I'm going to show you what it does first. So look at that. She turns into a Link when she has, you know, all her hearts. She shoots out her sword, she shoots out a beam, and it slows, guys. She is better than a Link. This is pretty cool. I think that is amazing. So her basic attacks become range attacks for a short time. But guys, check this out.
And nearby enemies.
So not only does it have area effect, it also has a slow. So you can see it's slowing Ymir. So you can engage with a creeping curse, engage with that first, smack them around a few times in the face, and then once they try to run away, you can engage Pulse, and then you can slow them and take them down and kill all the minions on the way. And you can see that it's doing quite a lot of damage, 54 and 49.
No longer affect nearby enemies or slow.
And so
also,
if
the bonus damage is reduced.
So guys, if you use the #1 skill where she gets additional magic damage, and #2, they no longer get a slow, and they no longer get area effects. So you really want to use the two skills separately from each other for the maximum benefit, unless you're chasing them and it's just like 1 or 2 more hits and you're not sure if well, even in that case, the slow would kill them, wouldn't it? So there's no real point that I can think that you would really initiate both hits, because I would rather want to slow an area effect than just, you know, a little bit more damage. So maybe if you're tower diving and you just really want to kill them in one hit, maybe that's the only scenario that I can think of off the top of my head, but otherwise you want to keep those separate.
When cast at her ground target, all enemies in the radius are lifted into the air, where they stay for the duration of the ability, unable to perform any action.
So you guys saw that she lifts them up for like 2 or 3 seconds, and you can't target them, they can't do damage. It is like putting an Aegis amulet on the enemy. So I am guessing this is going to be a troll move where a lot of people accidentally lift up the enemy when an ultimate goes down or two, and so then an ally ultimate misses. Imagine a raw beam getting targeted and you lift them up off the ground for that kill steal. That is such a troll move if I know it, and I will see if I can do any of that in my playthroughs when she comes out.
Freya's ultimate ability is called Valkyrie's
Oh, I
Discretion.
love this ultimate right
Freya
here.
uses her cloak of feathers to fly above the battle, raining down magical attacks from above while being immune to all attacks.
Did you see how much damage that did? That was so much damage, guys. So she flies up, immune to attacks, plus she has magical AoE, and I'm imagining since you're immune to attacks, you're immune to CC as well. So with that said, that is so strong. It's like a Thor that actually does damage, and I don't know, I like it. I really like it. And a Thor with a slow that can actually be targeted rather than, you know, having that awkward placement with that weird fisher. I mean, most of the times you wouldn't even hit with a slow, and sometimes, most of the time, you actually block off your teammates as well. So it hurts you more than help you. But with Freya, her slows are going to really assist. She doesn't really have any escapes. She does have that Aegis Amulet type thing, but that's only going to buy you 2 seconds of time. And if they have a jump and a slow like in here, they're still going to catch up with you. So you better use that time wisely to either jump away, well, you can't really jump away, or to run into some enemy or ally support for that team play, and maybe your allies can help you out either with heals or killing the Anhir chasing you on your tail, as she is not wearing a lot of clothes, and that Anhir is quite the lion, so he will try to tear off your clothes in a very inappropriate manner.
And this comes from the jungle and banishes.
And look at that! She banishes Bastet up in the air, and look at how much damage she's doing to Bastet with her pulse. That is so much damage. Oh, Sobek with the pull, and oh, she does so much damage. Look at that. And so when the boar comes out, you can actually counter it with your ult. Guys, I'm calling it. Freya is going to be so strong. She's so utilitarian, and she has like crowd control and everything. So
initiates the fight.
And look at that banish. Can you banish more than one guy? That is my question. And look at that creeping curse. As I called it, creeping curse is going to be incredibly good with Freya. And then, oh, she uses her ultimate. Artemis does not have any escapes. And Odin, can she kill Odin? And look at how much, 161 damage. That is a lot. And she's doing her pulse now. And look at that damage. That is ridiculous amounts of massive damage.
This time she leads with the area damage from
and oh, with Ares with the pull, and she's gonna use her ultimate to do AoE damage. And guys, I don't know, that is just so much damage, so much crowd control, so much slow on her enemy, and so much control.
Freya catches an enemy Freya in the jungle.
And, oh, you see the Freya out in the corner and banish, and now her allies are gonna come in through the jungle, and oh my goodness, she just gets gang banged in that corner there. That is just so bad. And guys, let's take a quick look at the skill and items that they recommend. And I don't know if this is going to be good. So pulse is a good start. That's what I do recommend.
The priority shift to Valkyrie's Discretion
and banish Valkyrie's Discretion.
Irradiate, banish.
Interesting. So very damage oriented.
Interesting mix of magical and physical attacks. There is a lot of flexibility in how you build her.
That's definitely very true.
Would be primarily magical with some attack speed built in as well.
She's going with Boots of the Magi.
Boots of the Magi and a couple of potions is good. Polynomicon is an excellent item on Freya.
Polynomicon?
So getting that item
yes, definitely.
After your boots is recommended. From there, the focus should be on Void Stone,
for some magical defense, some slows,
and Rod of Tahuti. Also, since Freya can be an excellent farmer, replacing one of the items with Warlock Sash early is a great idea.
That's very interesting. I would rather go with the Frostbound Hammer if she's going to be inside close range, because the Gem of Isolation does give you the magical bonus, so we'll have to see how much magical bonus it actually gives you. But Frostbound Hammer, probably the better choice, to be honest, just because you get the extra damage boost. And Gem of Isolation, like, her pulse slows anyways. The only thing that doesn't slow is her ultimate, and that's usually going to be used as a kill weapon. And her banish is going to stun them for 2 seconds, so you're not really going to get the slow off that either. And if you're close enough range to use the pulse, get the slow, then you can usually be close enough range to use your melee attacks with the Frostbound. So I'm gonna have to play around with that once she gets released.
Thanks for watching the
Barada
Smite God
Tahuti
reveal for
Fatalis
Freya,
is
Queen of the
probably
Valkyries.
gonna be very, very beastly. And so guys, I'm really excited to see Freya, and as soon as she comes out, you guys can expect practice and skills videos and PvP videos with Freya, and I'm gonna go jump in. I'm gonna try to go with the magical damage build and maybe try some unique builds as well as I think about them over the next day, as I theorycraft about what she can do, what her role is as support, what her role is in terms of DPS, and she's gonna have a major role in DPS. And guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you stay tuned for the Freya videos coming soon. I don't know when she's gonna be released. I'm guessing 2 weeks from now, and if that's the case, then I will definitely get her. But guys, peace, love, and ninja. Peabutnutterninja signing out. Bye bye, guys.